And so the new apartment has an actual hallway. It has a guest bathroom. In this apartment, both bedrooms share a bathroom, like it connects in the middle. I don't particularly like that, especially when Derek's on the toilet and I have to pee extremely bad when I wake up in the morning, but Derek's beat me to it. Um, and like it's a full bath, both bath, like the master and the guest bathroom. I like the master bedroom is really big and it has a huge walk-in closet. And the way the bathroom is situated, you have like the sink with a long countertop and lots of drawer space, and then a big mirror. And then you walk past that, and then you open another door, and there's the toilet and the shower. So it's really awesome. Like you have separate doors. Um, the guest bedroom is like a normal size for a bedroom. And the closet isn't as big as the master bedroom, which I'm not worried about that. But I'm very excited, and we have a small balcony. Like it's just it can fit maybe one chair out there to sit and kind of relax, but that's about it. And I might put a chair out there, and that'd be like my reading, like when I can go outside and read maybe. And it would be nice, like maybe we can get a grill to put out there and grill some days. And this, like, you know, that would be really extremely nice. I would very much enjoy that. I like grilling out. Um, what else? Yeah, I was very surprised that we got approved. I kept thinking that we weren't, because they called my parents' house because I put them on there as a previous address, and I didn't think like for this place we didn't do an application. We were supposed to, but they didn't make us. And um, this place they made us do an application, and I put on there like I didn't realize that I should have called my mom, been like, okay, this is what I put on there. You need to agree with them and all that. And then they called me to confirm like all the information. And I was like, yeah, 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 yeah. And I told them that I lived with my parents in that address for 14 years, which is true. Um, Pretty much, give or take a few years. No, but really, like, I've pretty much lived at my parents' address for most of my life, except 2 years in Pennsylvania. Um, but I didn't think to call my parents, and then my mom called about 30 minutes later and was like, "This lady called and asked me some questions," and I was like, "What kind of questions did she ask?" And she asked, "Did you pay rent?" And I told her no. I was like, "Ah, crap, mom." No, you should have told her I paid something. And then and I go, what was the other question? And she goes, she asked how long you'd lived there, and I said, I told her I didn't know. And then she asked me if it was over 2 years, and I said, yeah, it was over 2 years. I was like, crap, mom. And I kind of snapped at my mom, but then, later on, when I was at work, I called and apologized because I felt really bad for snapping at her, and it was kind of my fault for not calling. And when my parents came over on Thursday night, I was like, "Oh, I hope I get that application, or I hope I get approved for that application." And then my dad was like, "Yeah, I hope you do too." And then he looked over at my mom, and I'm like, "Yeah." But yeah, I kept thinking that we weren't going to get approved, and so I was very surprised when I got the phone call this morning saying, you've been approved and blah blah blah, and I was like, yes. The only downfall is we have to get our own account with the water, like county water, um, because here water is included in the rent. And I called today and it's a $150 deposit, which we can do. We can swing that like on the 13th when we move. I'm probably like I'll have to figure something out. Like I need to actually look on my schedule to see when it's made, and I'll have to see if I can get off on the 13th and 14th and let him know that I really need these 2 days off so I can go get stuff turned on and start moving in and, everything else. Like, my original plan was to actually try and move in this weekend. And I'd asked for days off for that, but he denied me. But then I ended up getting Friday and Saturday off like back to back, which I was like, oh, that'll work out. But when I asked her if I could just pay the deposit and then us move in, and then on the 13th pay full month of August rent, if that would be okay. But she said that she couldn't do it like that, but she can prorate me on the 13th. And I was like, well, that's fine. That's not what that wasn't my plan, but and I explained to her the whole like us only getting paid every 2 weeks, and then in July it worked out to where we got paid 3 times in the month. And so that kind of screwed up the scheduling to where we didn't get paid that first week of August. And I explained to her that August would reset our like whole payment schedule, and that the first week of every month we would be paying rent. We would be paying rent on time. And she was like, I wish I could help you out, but I can't do that. And I was like, that's fine. I had a plan B, essentially. I'm crossing my fingers that plan B works. Ow, my wrist hurts now. Um, what else? So yeah, I've been packing. Like I said in my last video, I haven't done much. If I don't go to work tomorrow, that's what I'll be doing. And then I have Wednesday off, and so I'll be packing then. And then I have the Friday and Saturday off, and I'll more than likely be packing then too. My goal is to get the guest bedroom completely packed up. I need to unplug the desktop, which like we haven't been using the desktop um at all. And so I don't know. I actually need to go and clean the desktop out. Like I need to do a defrag the disk and everything. Uh, yeah, that one has XP on it, Windows XP, which I like. This laptop has Windows 7, and I'm slowly but surely getting used to it. Um, it's very different than what I'm used to. Um, I put up a new wallpaper. Today I put up a Pam and Eric wallpaper from True Blood. I love that show. Kind of. It's a love-hate relationship because I've read up to book I think 8. I've read book 8, and I've got no, I read to book 7, and then I've got 8, 9, and 10 to go. And I've got 3 more books to go, and I'm very excited. But like I said in the previous video, I forgot that I meant that I talked about this in the previous video. But yeah, I love True Blood, but it just irritates me how they take liberties with the books, or they take liberties with the show, whatever. We finally watched Sunday night's episode today. Me and Derek did. Derek actually likes True Blood as well, and it was very very weird. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Um, I didn't like that um they made it to where the King of Mississippi wanted to marry Sophie Ann. And that's not how it's supposed to go. It's the King of Alabama is supposed to marry Sophie Ann, not the, and then the King of Mississippi is supposed to marry a guy actually. But yeah, it's extremely weird. Um, and it's actually gonna go to part 3 now. But I like the fact that they got the whole like Sophie is pretty much in the poorhouse now. There's one scene where she's by her pool scratching, like she has this big humongous pile of lottery tickets, and she's scratching it off, and you hear go ooh ooh ooh. Hadley and somebody else is like, I just want another $100. Go down to the Quick K and buy me 100 more. And she calls the name of the ticket, and she's like, I'm feeling lucky tonight. I was like, wow. It made me laugh so hard.